Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel that is 5 a.m. Tales. For centuries, people have turned towards the Divine Mother during moments of fear, struggle, and uncertainty. But among the countless forms of the goddess, there is one powerful form remembered for courage, protection, and the destruction of evil Chaudeshwari Devi. Who is this powerful goddess? How did her sacred presence become a symbol of faith for generations of devotees? And what is the legend behind the goddess who is believed to protect her devotees from darkness and difficulties? Stay with me until the end because this is not just a story of goddess, it is a story of faith, courage, and the victory of good over evil. Across India, the worship of the Divine Mother has existed for thousands of years. Different religions have their own forms of Shakti, each carrying unique traditions, stories, and beliefs. In Karnataka and many parts of South India, Chaudeshwari Devi is revered by many devotees as a powerful manifestation of the goddess. She is remembered as a symbol of strength during difficult times, protection from negativity, courage against injustice, the power of divine energy. Devotees visit her temples with deep faith, offering prayers and seeking blessings for their families and communities. Like many ancient goddess traditions, the stories connected with Chaudeshwari Devi have been passed through generations. Different places preserve different versions, but the central message remains the same. When darkness increases, divine strength rises to restore balance. According to traditional stories of the goddess, there was once a time when the world faced great suffering. Powerful forces filled people's hearts with fear. The innocent were troubled. Truth was ignored. That those who followed the path of righteousness struggled to find peace. People prayed to the Divine Mother. They called upon the supreme feminine energy that protects creation. Their prayers reached the divine realm. The goddess appeared in a powerful form not only as a symbol of beauty and compassion but also as a symbol of courage and strength. She carried the energy needed to destroy injustice and protect those who had lost hope. The appearance of the goddess reminded everyone of an important truth. Kindness without courage cannot defeat cruelty, and strength without compassion cannot create peace. The Divine Mother represents both. But the true power of Chaudeshwari Devi was revealed when she faced the greatest challenge, a force that believed no one could stop it. As fear spread across the land, people searched for hope. They prayed with pure hearts. They called upon the supreme power of the Divine Mother, the energy that protects life and restores balance. According to traditional beliefs, when righteousness is threatened and injustice grows stronger, the power of Shakti takes a form to protect the innocent. The goddess appeared with extraordinary divine energy. Her presence filled the surroundings with courage. She was not only the gentle mother who gives blessings, she was also the fearless protector who stands against evil. Her eyes represented determination, her strength represented courage, her compassion represented the love of a mother protecting her children. The people who had lost hope found new confidence. They understood that darkness may appear powerful, but truth always carries a greater strength. According to various regional traditions, the goddess faced powerful negative forces that disturbed peace and created suffering among people. Those forces believed that their power could never be defeated. They believed fear would control everyone forever. But they did not understand one thing: divine strength does not rise because of anger, it rises to protect balance and justice. The goddess stood before this challenge was courage. The battle was not only between power and power, it was between arrogance and humility, between cruelty and compassion, between darkness and light. The goddess fought with divine energy and reminded the world that no force can permanently overcome truth. But after the battle ended, something even more meaningful happened because the goddess did not disappear. She chose to remain among her devotees. After restoring peace, the goddess blessed the people who had remained devoted and courageous during difficult times. She gave them hope, she gave them protection, and she reminded them that faith must always be accompanied by good actions. The devotees understood that worship is not only about asking for blessings, it is also about following the values and that the goddess represents to speak truth, to help those in need, to protect the weak, to respect all living beings. The mother goddess became a symbol of comfort for families who faced struggles. People began sharing stories of prayers answered, difficulties overcome, and strength received during challenging moments. These stories continued from one generation to another. Even today, devotees visit temples dedicated to Chaudeshwari Devi with deep devotion. They offer flowers, light lamps, and pray for the well being of their families. For many people, the goddess is not just a divine figure, she is a source of courage, a mother who listens, a protector who gives strength during difficult times. The festivals and rituals connected with the goddess bring communities together. People gather with devotion, celebrate their traditions, and remember the ancient stories that connect them with their heritage. The continued worship of Chaudeshwari Devi shows how powerful traditions can survive through centuries when they carry meaningful values. The story of Chaudeshwari Devi carries a message that remains relevant even today. Every person faces moments of darkness. There may be struggles, fears, and challenges in life, but the legend teaches us that the courage exists within us. Like the goddess who represents strength and compassion together, we too must learn to face difficulties with confidence and kindness. True power is not about controlling others. True power is about protecting, supporting, and uplifting others. The legend of Chaudeshwari Devi continues to live in the hearts of devotees because it represents something greater than a story from the past. It represents the eternal power of the Divine Mother, a mother who protects, a force that gives courage, a light that guides people through difficult times. Generations have listened to these stories and found hope in them. When families face challenges, they remember the strength of the goddess. When people feel afraid, they remember that courage can overcome fear. When injustice appears, they remember that truth and righteousness will always have power. The temples of Chaudeshwari Devi are not only places of worship, they are places where people find peace, confidence, and a connection with their traditions. The sound of temple bells, the glow of oil lamps, and the devotion of countless people continue to keep this ancient faith alive. The story of Chaudeshwari Devi teaches us many valuable lessons. It teaches us that strength should always protect the weak, power should always be guided by compassion, faith should always be followed by good actions. The goddess is remembered not only because she defeated darkness, but because she restored hope. In our own lives, we may face many battles. They may not be battles with weapons, but battles of fear, difficulties, struggles, and uncertainty. But those moments, the story of the Divine Mother reminds us to remain strong, stay truthful, and never lose hope. Because even the darkest night eventually gives way to light. Whether one experiences Chaudeshwari Devi through deep devotion or appreciates or as an important part of Karnataka's spiritual and cultural heritage, the message remains powerful. The goddess represents the victory of good over evil. She represents courage in difficult times. She represents the loving protection of a mother. That is why her name continues to be remembered by generations of devotees. Because legends survive not only because they are ancient, they survive because their values continue to guide humanity. As we come to the end of this divine journey, let us remember one thing. The greatest blessing is not only receiving protection from the goddess, the greatest blessings is learning to carry her values within ourselves. Be courageous like Shakti, be compassionate like a mother, and always choose the path of truth and kindness. If this story of Chaudeshwari Devi inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments. If you love discovering the divine legends, folklore, and cultural stories of Karnataka, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 5 a.m. Tales. Join us for more journeys into the incredible heritage and timeless stories of our land. Until our next story, keep faith, keep courage, keep our traditions alive. Thank you for watching. Jai Chaudeshwari Devi. Thank you.